In this video we'll make a 2D enemy that can detect walls and can die if the player jumps on it. I only have a basic scene set up with a player character, a floor and 2 walls. First, make a new character body 2D and name it enemy. Then add a sprite 2D and drag and drop your enemy sprite, then place it on the map. Add a collision shape 2D, select any shape you want and place it on the sprite. Add a script to the enemy, write export var speed float. The export keyword will make the variable appear in the inspector, so you don't have to give it a value in the script. Then add the process method if you don't have it already. Velocity.x equals speed multiplied by delta. Delta is the time between 2 frames. Add an area 2D to the enemy. An area 2D is basically like a trigger in Unity. Add a collision shape to the area, select any shape, and place it on the enemy. Make sure it's wider than the other collision shape. Let's call it wall detector. Click on the Node tab. Here we can connect signals to the script. An area 2D can give a signal if it collides with something. Right-click on the body entered signal, click on Connect, and connect the signal to the enemy script. If it collided with something, speed equals minus speed, so the enemy will turn around. Add the move and slide method, which will allow the enemy to move. Then set a speed in the inspector. I'll set it to 5000. Now add another area 2D to the enemy, call it player detector. Add a collision shape and place it on top of the enemy. If the player enters this area, the enemy will die. Connect the player detector's body entered signal to the enemy script. If the player collides with the player detector, we want the enemy to die, but we don't have a die method yet, so let's make one. We can also check if it is the player that collides with the area and only then die. Then we need a death sprite. I've already made one. Export a variable called death sprite, which will be a texture 2D. Now drag and drop the sprite in the inspector. Click on the collision shape, hold down left click and Control, then drag it into the script to make a variable, then do the same with the sprite. When the enemy dies, we want to delete the collision shape with the queue-free method. Then change the sprite 2D's texture to the death texture. We need 2 more variables, a timer, which is how many time passes before we delete the enemy, and a bool called timer started. When we call the die method, timer started will be true. If timer started is true, timer minus equals delta. If timer is less than 0, we want to delete the whole enemy object. We can make an else statement here, then put the movement part of the script there, because we don't want the enemy to move if it's dead. In the die method, make velocity.x 0. We can also move the move and slide method to the else statement. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Bye.